Hey, what's going on, guys? So given everything that's going on with this pandemic, and there's no new movies coming out because of that, for now anyway, I decided to take this opportunity to actually revisit some of my past reviews. Back when I was trying to figure crap out on this channel, I felt like I wasn't being as discreet. I wasn't being clear, and I didn't elaborate on some things. My opinions may have changed since then. So today I'm going to talk about Crank, which is one of those that I did before. But again, like I said, I felt like I wasn't being as clear in those videos, especially back when I was starting out. So Crank is a 2006 action crime thriller that stars Jason Statham as Chev Chelios, a professional assassin who wakes up to find that he's been poisoned with a drug that will slow his heart rate and inevitably kill him if he slows down. So let's get into the positives. First and foremost, Jason Statham. He was awesome in this. This actually makes the second film that I actually seen him in. The second franchise, if you want to call it that. They only made 2 of these Crank movies. First one being Transporter. When I seen him in Transporter, I knew there was an action star born. I knew that Hollywood had gold on their hands. And I turned out to be right, because since then, he's been in Fast and Furious, and he's been in all this other stuff that just made him a Hollywood star. Hollywood gold. But Crank, like I said, makes the second batch of films that I actually seen him in. And he was pretty kick-ass in this. He was a total badass. You should definitely take this guy seriously in this film. He held nothing back. I always liked Jason Statham. He's really came into his own as an actor. But he showed total badassery in this. Like I said, he held nothing back. The story was great. I liked the idea that there was this drug out there that went into this man and would just inevitably kill you if you slowed down. He had to constantly keep moving. He couldn't slow down for nothing. Otherwise, his heartbeat would just slow down and it would just kill him. It was an interesting concept, which made the action phenomenal. It's like being high on meth, drinking a lot of coffee and Red Bulls, and on a crap load of speed. That's how some of the scenes felt. Though I do have my problems with some of them, I still felt like the action scenes, because of the story concept, was really good. There's plenty of shoot 'em ups. There's plenty of car chase scenes. It's like the movie Speed, but from the inside, if that makes any sense. The music / score was pretty interesting. A film like this, you'd think that it'd be like nothing but hard metal, hard rock in it, which there was. But they added like a country song, which is what I grew up with, called Achy Breaky Heart by Billy Ray Cyrus. That was a pretty funny scene. He was basically in a cab and he kept on bobbing his head up and down just to keep his heart rate up. But again, like I said, there was some hard rock and some hard metal in it. Just not all the way through. The villains was pretty cool. You got Verona, played by Jose Pablo Cantillo. I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. He's the guy that actually injected him and left him that DVD at the beginning for the Find to watch right after he wakes up. Plus the main guy that Jason Statham's character was coming after. And I thought he did a pretty good job. And you got the main honcho, Carlito, played by Carlos Sanz. He was pretty good. He wasn't in it much, but he was the guy that ordered the hit in the first place, which Chev Chelios didn't know about until later on, which made it more personal. He's basically the head of this crime syndicate. I forget the name of it, but he just wanted him off the map. Again, like I said, that's what made it more personal for Chev Chelios, for Jason Statham's character. Alright, on to my mixed. There was a couple of scenes which I found really odd. I mean, I could get past, but there was one scene where he was driving through a mall and he was on the phone with Doc, played by Dwight Yoakam, which he was also pretty good in this. He played the doctor that was telling him what was going on, what he got injected with, and all that. Well, anyway, he was driving through the mall and he was on the phone and he got out of the car after he flipped and he was going through this hallway, like leading outside from the mall. And you could see on the wall where some of the shots that was inserted in the movie is on the wall. Like when him talking to the doc, it was showing like the doc talking to Jason Statham's character with that shot on the wall.
Taking anything?
A couple of grams of coke.
There's the start, hurry. There's the start, hurry, Chev. There's the start, hurry, Chev. Look, I'll be in LA in about an hour. I'll call you as soon as I get there, but do not stop moving. I'll call you as soon as I get there, but do not stop moving.
And there was another scene where he was talking to somebody else in the car, as he was driving, and you could see on the side view mirror, that shot too, who he was talking to. It was that shot of that guy that he was talking to, which was weird. I mean, I could get it past it, but I just thought that was very odd. It was just very odd. It's like shots within shots. And on to my negatives, yes, again with the eye rolling. Eve, played by Amy Smart. Didn't really like her. Thought she was a total waste. She didn't bring nothing to the storyline. She basically plays Jason Statham's character's girlfriend. I felt that her character was unnecessary. She didn't really bring anything to the table. She contributed nothing but being in the way. She was just a total damsel in distress. The whole time she was on screen, it showed Jason Statham in the shootout scenes trying to hold her hand and pull her back and stuff. It's like, really, girl, do something. She wouldn't do nothing. The camera angles was a little bit over the top. As much as I enjoyed the action and Jason Statham's performance, the camera angles was a little bit too much to bear. Now, I noticed this with Neveldine and Taylor's directing. It's not just these movies. They do that with about every single one of their movies. And it's like their directing style, and they intend to film the way they do. And it's like camera shots that are just mind-blowing, and that just makes some of the editing sequences just kind of choppy a little bit. You couldn't tell what was really going on in some of the scenes because some of the shots would cut off in between, like just smack dead in the middle. And some of the dialogue was a little silly, enough to make me laugh until I cried. Some of it was silly, some of it was campy, especially when he was on the phone with the doc and he was asking him, did you get some grass? You got a still hard on? Crap like that. It was silly, it was dumb, it was cheesy. So my final thoughts: if you're a fan of Jason Statham and love shoot 'em ups with high octane action and some, not all, but some dumb dialogue with somewhat poor camera shots and editing, accept it for being spicy but digestible. So, Crank, what are your thoughts on it? Did you find it entertaining? Did you like Jason Statham's performance? Did you like the whole story concept of the drug? Or did you find it awful, obscured, unwatchable? Leave me your comment down below and give me your thoughts. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. And stay tuned for more videos and reviews coming soon. And I hope to see you next time. Peace the rep out.